Hey there, I'm Emgris, I'm from Russia, and I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, but I decided why not give it a try? Maybe you and I will like it, so who knows? Don't judge. And I've got lots of friends from different parts of the world, from different countries, and they do ask me lots of questions. And some of those questions seem funny, some of them are quite interesting, and some of them are quite weird for me. Because those questions are about Russia, and for me lots of things that we grow up with here in Russia, they're quite normal, and I didn't even think that they might be of some kind of interest for other nations, but it seems that they are. I decided why not tell you guys about those peculiarities of Russia and of those strange Russian nature, strange Russian mentality. I despise this word. So here we go. Probably you know where Russia is. Basically, we do have the border between Europe and Asia going through our country. So it's like 1/3 of Russia is Europe and 2/3 is Asia. And I really think that it means something. We're actually something in between Asia and Europe, and Russian mind actually combines both European and Asian type of thinking, and probably that's why so many things in Russia and so many things about Russian people actually surprise other nations. It's hard to explain all those things, but I'll try. So just tell me if it's interesting or not, and maybe you do have some questions of your own. So here we go. First of all, many people ask me if it's dangerous in Russia, because some of you guys heard about the 90s, and some of you just think that Russia is a really wild country with bears, with some, I don't know, wild animals and wild people. But that's not exactly true, and it's not dangerous at all for foreigners to come to Russia, especially in big cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg. Citizens are quite used to foreigners. You might face some problems, and I'll tell you about them later, but in general it's not a big deal, and it's quite interesting for foreigners to come to Russia. So just visit us and you'll see for yourself. One of the main problems that foreigners face in Russia is the language. Probably you know that here we speak Russian. I know that, for example, in India, you guys have two languages, like Hindi and English. And people mostly speak both of those languages. We do have English in schools, in universities. Some people just want to learn it as their hobby, but that's not a must in Russia. And generally people who are like in their 40s, 50s and older, they normally don't speak English. And that might cause you some problems. And I've got a friend from Serbia, and she visited Moscow. Even she told me that it's quite difficult, because she's used to the Cyrillic letters, and in Moscow, even in Moscow, in the capital of Russia, by the way, lots of signs in the underground, on public transport, they're just in Russian and they're not translated or transliterated into English. That might be a problem, but here is a tip for you. When you just want to get the direction or ask a stranger about something, just try to choose someone that's younger, that's in his 20s or 30s. There's a big chance that this guy speaks English, and probably he really lacks the English practice, and he will love to help you. It's not dangerous in Russia. We actually don't have all those bears wandering along the streets. We don't have wild people. So people in big cities are quite used to foreigners. They will try to help you. Leave the comments below, as YouTubers always say. Maybe till next time. See ya!